Statements made during this broadcast regarding products or the claims made about specific products have not been evaluated by the U.S. Food and Drug Administration. Products and treatments discussed are not intended to diagnose, treat, cure, or prevent disease. Make your physician aware of all nutritional supplements used and immediately notify your physician if you have any health concern or undiagnosed sign or symptom. Let's Talk Nutrition is a health talk show that features scientists, authors, nutrition specialists, personal trainers, holistic healers, and experts in traditional, natural, and integrative medicine. Listen for a chance to win daily prizes and follow Let's Talk Nutrition on Facebook and Instagram at Let's Talk Nutrition or on Twitter at LTN Radio. It's time for some inspiration. Tune in to get fit and healthy. It's time to talk about nutrition. Nutrition for your body, your mind, your spirit. It's time to talk about proper exercise, stress relief, eating well, and supplementation to help. Get ready to take charge of your health because your health is your wealth and the wealth of those who care about and love you. It's time for Let's Talk Nutrition with Dr. Michael Garko. Welcome to the show.
Welcome to the show. Great to be with you. Thanks for tuning in today. You are listening to Let's Talk Nutrition, and glad you're there. Glad to be here with you. And we're start a new week. I hope you had a wonderful weekend, and you're all set to get yourself into shape, right? In one way or another. We're in the grips of summer, and people on vacation, people at the beach, going here, going there. I don't know. I guess people get in shape to get into the bathing suits, but people get out of shape because they're doing all kinds of things during vacation that they shouldn't be doing. You know, overeating, drinking too much, not getting enough sleep and rest. It's sort of mixed. But I hope you're doing well. Dave Barton will be my guest today from Enzymedica. Talk a little bit about these enzymes. Most people... my perception is that most people don't have a real appreciation for enzymes and their importance, their role, their function, and their contribution. You often hear me say, no enzymes, you die. I'm not kidding. Nothing happens without them. These chemical reactions, the thousands of chemical reactions that happen in your body, come to a screeching halt, and so will you and I. And they are critical. They have a long history in our evolution, so the question becomes, what do you need to know and what do you need to do with respect to enzymes? Are they inherently synthesized in your body? Do you need to get them through your diet? What happens? Are there different kinds of enzymes? And as it turns out, enzymes can be used in therapeutic ways. I know that Dave today wants to talk about food intolerance and allergies and how specific enzymes can help with food intolerances. Well, we'll have to find out what a food intolerance is. So we're going to get into that a little bit. 877-897-8255, 877-897-TALK. And again, I can't emphasize enough how important they are. Any of you who have taken chemistry know in your chemistry courses that enzymes were given probably a lot of consideration during the course, and rightfully so. Well, Stephen is back as I look to my left. And you're all fresh, ready to go. You're on vacation, I presume.
Yeah, and you just described my vacation a little bit earlier.
Meaning that not enough sleep, not enough rest, too much drinking, too much eating? Is that it?
That would be it.
Well, okay, well, there you go. Where'd you go?
Went up to see my brother in Atlanta. My wife and daughter were actually on a road trip, and so they went to Michigan, and then they were driving back. We met at Atlanta, and then I drove back from Atlanta back home with them.
Was it good?
Yeah, it was a fun time.
You had a fun time?
Mm-hmm.
Are there sightseeing? Any kind of sightseeing in Atlanta or no?
I mean, there's things like they've got like a zoo and aquarium and some of that stuff, but other than typical things that you'd find in a city, nothing that would wow you or be that interesting.
I've been to Atlanta. It's a nice city. I mean,
Hmm?
so you hung out with the family and whatnot.
Yeah.
Good. Very good. You were gone about a week. Seemed like a month.
Sorry to hear that.
You know, we've been doing this show for 11 years. You understand that. And so I'm accustomed to having you back there.
Sure. Mm-hmm.
You know, and you can read my mind. You anticipate what I'm going to do. That doesn't happen overnight. And you got a haircut, too. Oh, my God.
Mm-hmm.
Wow. You trimmed them up pretty good there, buddy.
Yeah, I can stop wearing hats now.
Oh, is that why you were wearing a hat?
Well, part of the reason was because, like I said, my wife and daughter on a road trip. I don't have a brush, and they took both of the brushes with them, so I had no choice.
You ever hear Walgreens? You know?
Yeah, I could have done that, but
you
no.
can go buy one.
It was easier just to put a hat on.
Okay. Did they take the shampoo, too?
No, they left me that.
Okay, good thing. Okay, we're all back to... Oh, these boys. They're a trip. I love them. And we're all set to go. So, the other day I reported on a story from the Environmental Working Group on sunscreens. Well, lo and behold, this morning, this business of sunscreens comes up yet again. And this new research finds that while consumers rate sunscreens that absorb well and smell nice most highly, that's what people typically do. Many of the products that they're buying do not necessarily adhere to the guidelines of the American Academy of Dermatology. Okay, then. What does this all mean? And sunscreens are important. If you're watching the show, we're showing you the press release and the article. It's an article, rather, written by Hannah Nicholas, giving her attribution about these sunscreens. Now, we now know that exposure to ultraviolet light is probably the most preventable risk factor for all skin cancer types. And the American Academy of Dermatology recommends that to be protected from the sun's harmful UV rays, that they said a sunscreen that offers a broad spectrum protection against UVA and UVB rays, that is SPF 30, sun protection factor 30 or higher, and water resistant, should be used every day, no less. Every day. Okay, I guess that's good advice. Now, people will go on the web and they'll look up sunscreens, and there are some of these sites that will evaluate sunscreens. And sometimes these evaluations and reviews are good, and maybe sometimes not so much. You have to be careful. You know, you might want to go to someplace like the American Academy of Dermatology. They might give some insight into what might work. So these researchers from Northwestern University Feinberg School of Medicine in Chicago searched the keyword sunscreens on the U.S. retailer Amazon.com site. And they did that back in 2015. And then they selected the top 1 percentile of sunscreen products according to an average consumer review of 4 stars or greater. In other words, they went on Amazon, typed in sunscreens, and then looked to see what was there, and then they selected those products that got good reviews, 4 stars or more. It's 4 or 5. And then they selected them. They also said they collected descriptive data, including SPF strength, price, and active ingredients, in addition to the top 5 most helpful critical comments for each product. Come back, I'll tell you what they found. Kind of interesting. There's a lot of misunderstanding and misconceptions surrounding sunscreens. And, they don't just have to smell good, but it's not just that, although that's important, but they need to work. So we'll come back, I'll tell you what they found. And then we're talking with Dave Barton. We're going to talk about enzymes. I know you're going to say, oh, boy, that's going to be painful. Enzymes? Boring. Not so much. You watch. Well, I'll amp that up. You'll see how important they are and how underestimated and underrated they are by most, in my opinion, most people. Even some experts don't really appreciate, and they should know better, the value and the effectiveness of enzymes.
Feel tired, lethargic, or irritable? Take solace. You're one of millions of Americans that has trouble falling asleep or staying asleep. In fact, according to a national survey, 54% of adults have trouble sleeping. So what can you do about it? Take Solace. Solace is an all-natural dietary supplement formulated to support healthy sleep and relaxation. Solace can help you fall asleep and stay asleep naturally. Formulated with all-natural ingredients, Solace is non-addictive and won't leave you feeling groggy in the morning. Take Solace an hour before bed and feel the calming effects of this extensively researched sleep and relaxation aid. For more information on Solace, call toll-free 877-533-7066 or visit takesolace.com. That's 877-533-7066 or take SOLUS.com. Look for Solace in your local health and nutrition store. Solace, for a good night's rest naturally.
Are you suffering from those awful allergies? Hay fever, sneezing, watery eyes. Here's some advice you won't want to miss.
I'm a doctor, and my patients used to dread allergy season. But then I discovered A-Vogel Allergy Relief, a unique combination of natural ingredients that usually addresses every one of my patients' symptoms. And while it's clear that the vast majority of my patients benefit significantly from A-Vogel Allergy Relief, what's even more amazing is that after using it, at least half of my patients' symptoms didn't return. As a doctor, that's the kind of outcome my patients and I can appreciate.
Get doctor-recommended A-Vogel Allergy Relief for your allergy symptoms. It's proven safe, it doesn't make you drowsy, it's fast-acting, and it may even help prevent your allergies from returning. Available at vitamin discount centers, Richards, Rollin' Oats, Vitamin Shop, Nutrition Smart, and other fine health food stores.
Energy, energy, and more energy. Everyone needs it. But did you know you can get the energy you need quick through the powers of wild forest extracts? Wild chaga and birch bark were a secret source of energy and power for Russian athletes years ago, making them unbeatable. Now you too can experience real energy and power like you've never dreamed possible. Wild chaga is the world's top source of SOD, superoxide dismutase, that critical enzyme that blocks the aging process and keeps your cells healthy. Wild birch extract is the world's top source of betulin, a natural sterol needed by every cell of the body. And healthy cells mean a healthy you, and a more powerful one too. Chaga birch bark is also good for your heart, healthy cholesterol, and even helps build healthy arteries. No wonder it's known as the king of all herbs. So take your Chaga Charge tea with wild birch bark every day and Chaga Max capsules from North American Herb and Spice and get that maximum energy you need. Also available in liquid as Chago Power Drops. These statements have not been evaluated by the Food and Drug Administration. These products are not intended to diagnose, treat, cure, or prevent any disease.
Did you know that the most common form of calcium supplement today is calcium carbonate, also known as limestone? You don't eat rocks as part of your balanced diet, so why would you choose to supplement your bone health nutritional needs with limestone? Our bodies understand and seek whole food sources of nutrition. New Chapter is proud to deliver Bone Strength Take Care, a calcium complex that delivers key bone health nutrients in the form of whole food, not rocks. Bone Strength Take Care also delivers key bone-nourishing nutrients, including vitamins D3 and K2. Vitamin K2 is of critical importance as it ensures calcium is placed in the bone where it's needed and stays out of the arteries where it's not. Discover for yourself the whole food bone health alternative to rocks. Bone Strength Take Care, the best-selling natural bone health supplement in America. These statements have not been evaluated by the Food and Drug Administration. This product is not intended to diagnose, treat, cure, or prevent any disease.
Let's Talk Nutrition is brought to you by Now Foods, our products work. American Biotech Labs, your daily immune system support. Renew Life, the digestive care company. Country Life, a leader and authority in natural health and nutrition. Enzymedica, the enzyme experts. North American Urban Spice, the only oregano oil you can take on a daily basis. Let's Talk Nutrition on the web at letstalknutrition.com. We're back from the break, so let's rejoin Dr. Michael Garko.
Welcome to Let's Talk Nutrition if you just tuned in, and thanks for stopping by. So the summertime, people are going to the beach, going on vacation, and they take sunscreen with them, and they should. And I think we've come a long way in getting the general public to use sunscreens. And they have good intentions, and they buy products, and they make certain assumptions about these products that they're safe and effective and are going to work. Well, maybe they do sometimes, and maybe they don't, according to the American Academy of Dermatology. They did a little study. What they did was kind of clever how they did this. They went to Amazon and they selected the top 1 percentile of sunscreen products that got a 4 or 5-star, 4-star or 5-star, no, 4-star or greater rating. They ended up having 6,500 products that were categorized as sunscreens, and then they chose the top 65. The sunscreen products that they ultimately selected had a median price of $3.32 an ounce, okay? And a median SPF, average, of 35, with 89% of sunscreens being SPF 30 or higher. So people tend to buy SPF ratings that are 30 or higher. Of the products, 92% claim to be, this is important, broad spectrum, and 62% were labeled as water or sweat resistant. Creams were the most common sunscreens used or purchased, followed by lotions and sprays. So you have creams, lotions, sprays. Many of the products that these researchers looked at, following American Dermatology Guidelines, American Academy of Dermatology Guidelines, did not conform to water-resistant criteria. Water exposure reduces the effectiveness of a sunscreen. We know that. When a person sweats or is immersed in water, water-resistant sunscreen is effective up to 40 minutes in water. And very water-resistant sunscreen is effective up to 80 minutes in water. So, you put the sunscreen on, you go into water, spend some time in there, and you think, well, I don't need to apply anymore. That's not necessarily true. You do. They reported that a total of 40% of the highest rated sunscreens sold on Amazon.com did not adhere to American Academy of Dermatology guidelines, mostly due to lack of water and sweat resistance. So these products seem to fall down on that criterion. Consumers identified positive and negative features of a sunscreen product, most commonly by cosmetic elegance attributes, they said, such as absorbs well, has a nice smell, or they'll say it's too thick, it's too greasy, rather than how effectively the sunscreen product performs. According to the researchers, quote, dermatologists should balance the importance of cosmetic elegance, cost, and the American Academy of Dermatology guidelines for sun protection in making their recommendations to consumers. So when you're going to buy a sunscreen product, you might do yourself a favor and your family a favor if you go and do a little research on the brand, on the product, and go online and just start to search, and you'll find that you'll get reviews of these different sunscreen products. I wanted to bring it to your attention so that, when you go to the Mediterranean this summer or somewhere in Greece or Italy or whatever, and you're on one of those lovely beaches where it's pretty hot, or come here to Florida or California, did you put some sunscreen on?
Yeah, it's much cheaper to go to Clearwater, just saying.
It's a nice beach. St. Pete Beach is nice. I don't go to the beach. People live in Florida don't go to the beach. Some do. Maybe Dave Barton does. Do you go to the beach?
I play a lot of beach volleyball. Yeah.
And you live in Florida?
Yeah.
I haven't been. I can't tell you the last time I've been to the beach.
I went last night, as a matter of fact, and we were walking around, and I was like, I didn't realize I lived on a seaside town, and I never come down here.
I know. It's funny how that works, right?
Yeah, I was playing Pokemon Go, that new game, and that's how I ended up there. So
okay. Good for you. I'm glad to see you're spending your time in a useful way.
I was out exercising,
877-897-8255. 877-897-TALK. Did you have a sausage sandwich while you were down there too?
No.
Okay.
No.
Do video games rot your brain?
Do video games rot your brain?
Yeah.
Video games make you sedentary.
Yeah.
Not this one.
Good
This one
good
gets you off your
exercise.
butt.
Good exercise for your brain. Horrible for the physiology of things, right? These kids today are consumed. And I'm not opposed to video games or any of that. I just think that they have dominated the free time of young people, children, youngsters, teenagers, to the extent that they have become sedentary, coupled with their horrible diet, and we have this horrible obesity epidemic among children. It's horrible. And video games are one small piece of the puzzle. Sedentary life, they contribute. I'm not blaming video games. It's not blaming sodas. It's a bunch of things put together. That's why the problem's so complicated and complex.
The cauldron.
Timothy Leary used to say that the brain loves that kind of stimulation. He's, some of you remember who Timothy Leary was. He always says that's why TV has been so compelling. The brain loves that kind of stimulation, electrical stimulation, if you will. Video games light up the brain, man. These kids need to keep moving. We'll keep moving along. We'll talk about some enzymes and why they're so important to you.
When your alarm goes off, do you jump out of bed with excitement? Or does it take multiple alarms, a few snooze buttons, or a morning caffeine fix to get you going? These habits and daily stress cause a vicious cycle in which sleep becomes increasingly elusive. In fact, 54% of Americans report struggles to fall or stay asleep. For a better night's rest, look no further than Solace, an all-natural dietary supplement that supports healthy sleep and relaxation, so you get the rest you need to wake up clear-eyed, alert, and ready for the day. Solace has given thousands a better night's rest and the power to take back their mornings while enjoying the day ahead of them. Solace is formulated with non-addictive, scientifically proven, all-natural ingredients that support sleep and relaxation, such as melatonin, tryptophan, and 5-HTP. For more information or to order Solace, visit takesolace.com. Solace, for healthy sleep naturally.
Looking for the perfect complement to your beauty regimen? Try Form Essentials Zinnia. The finest of its kind, Zinnia offers twice as much biotin as other formulas, which has proven to unlock the vibrancy in even the dullest of hair, skin, and nails. Zinnia breaks through and rejuvenates cells internally, helping you achieve the allure of effortless beauty. Reviving your hair, skin, and nails has never been easier. This essential blend of biotin, alpha-lipoic, and hyaluronic acid, collagen, and vitamin C creates lasting enhancements to your natural good looks. Don't go on wondering. You're worth the results. This combination of ingredients can only be found in Zinnia. Pamper yourself with a proven bit of affordable luxury and start looking your best. Ask for Zinnia by name at your nearest vitamin retailer to begin your journey to restored nails, head-turning hair, and radiant skin today. For more information, visit formessentials.com.
Let's Talk Nutrition is brought to you by BSN, Finish First, Nordic Naturals, pure and great tasting omega oils, Jarrow Formulas, superior nutrition and formulation, Natural Factors, where great health begins, Kyolic, aging makes the finest garlic truly odorless, A. Vogel, Europe's leading brand of herbal medicine. Let's Talk Nutrition on the web at letstalknutrition.com. We're back from the break, so let's rejoin Dr. Michael Garko.
Well, it does seem that food intolerances and food allergies have become part of contemporary life. Welcome back to Let's Talk Nutrition. Great to be with you. Thanks for stopping by today. And they can be pretty perplexing and can really upset a person's quality of life. And sometimes people have food allergies, don't even know it. They have food intolerances, don't know it. Can they have both at the same time? I don't know. We'll find out. Dave Barton is here. He's an educator for Enzymedica. Enzymedica, E-N-Z-Y, then Medica, M-E-D-I-C-A, Enzymedica. As you would guess, they make dietary supplements that are of the enzyme type. Dave, welcome to the show. Thanks for driving over today, a 2.5-hour drive from
Port Charlotte.
Port Charlotte.
Only an hour and a half.
It's only an hour and a half?
Yeah.
Let's move this microphone out of the way. There, that way I can see you. There you go. He put you on this side today.
Yeah.
And food intolerances, food allergies. Is it true that what I said, I think it's true, but you tell me, I can stand corrected. A lot of times people don't even know they have food allergies or food intolerance. They know something's wrong, but they don't know what to call it or what it is.
That could definitely be the case. Typically, though, with a food allergy, you're looking at a protein sensitivity, and you don't even necessarily have to eat the protein. You could touch it or inhale it, and you have a severe reaction, which can include anaphylaxis, which involves shock or possibly death in a relatively short period of time, minutes or hours, with a food allergy. So enzymes and enzyme supplements don't really help people with food allergies because it's sometimes you can't even get the enzyme to touch the offending substrate because you came in contact with it by other means. Food intolerances, on the other hand, give us a lot more flexibility in that, simply put, food intolerances can be enzyme deficiencies. So, for instance, lactose intolerance, not lactose allergy. Simply, if you just have the enzyme lactase, that will hydrolyze or digest the sugar, lactose.
Right.
And once you get it into its simplest components, there is no more reaction. You have normal assimilation of those monosaccharides and normal elimination.
Right. And enzymes, as you heard Dave, he was alluding to, you heard him use the term reaction. He's talking about chemical reactions. The chemical reactions in your body, these enzymes, they're catalysts. They speed things up. They make the reaction happen. Otherwise, it's not going to happen, and therefore things come to a screeching halt. As I said earlier, they're catalysts. So it's interesting about allergies, though. You say, and you're mentioning proteins.
Mm-hmm.
Any particular proteins that I mean, there are thousands of different.
It's a general application of a protein substrate. It could be an environmental, something that's come in through the season, or it could be, a digestive type reaction. If we're thinking of peanuts or shellfish or something of that nature, there's a protein constituent in that food or substrate that sets off a severe anaphylaxis in the immune system.
Now, there's this outfit called the Allergy Unit at the Royal Prince Albert Hospital. It's in Australia. They define food intolerance as a sensitivity to chemicals found in a wide variety of foods. Do you agree with that?
Generally speaking, because food intolerances can include not only a protein, but it could be the lipids, the fats, or the carbohydrate of a food that creates this sensitivity. But people don't die from food intolerances. So you can die from a food allergy. Food intolerances can create a lot of upset, gas, bloating, indigestion.
Now, allergies implicate the immune system, don't they?
Typically, yeah.
Food intolerances tend not to implicate the immune system.
Usually, but they could be inflammatory. So a gluten intolerance gluten is a protein. It's actually a peptide, a broken protein, and that protein is inflammatory on the gut. So it's not necessarily creating an immune system. It's not directly creating immune system reaction, but the protein itself is creating inflammation, which then harms the gut, which then harms the immune system. So it's the snowball effect of continually taking in this substrate you can't digest.
So the word intolerance, you have an intolerance for the particular food.
Right.
And the intolerance is manifested by what symptoms?
Usually some type of digestive distress. It may start off with indigestion. You might even think of, sometimes acid reflux or gas and bloating, but it can go into inflammatory responses, migraine headaches, brain fog, even more severe reactions affecting the immune system as the digestive tract becomes weaker and weaker.
And so there are certain categories of, all right, let me back up. With each individual, is the food intolerance unique?
When I'm involved in my lectures and in teaching students, typically we associate digestive limitations with age, genetics, and lifestyle. So age gives us the process of, as we're getting older, we make fewer enzymes. Thus, we're not making enough enzymes to sometimes meet the need of our foods.
This is digestive enzymes.
Yeah, because we're just talking food intolerances.
Right.
Genetics, sometimes our genetics limit our capability of making certain enzymes. So lactose intolerance is a perfect example. After the age of 2, everybody's genetics limit that person's capability to make the enzyme lactase, and it happens in every single person.
Right.
Some is more than others. The last one, what I teach in my class, is about lifestyles, making good choices. So like when we were talking earlier today about sleeping and eating right and exercising and so on and so forth, all of these choices we make every day affects our ability to make, maintain, manufacture enzymes to some degree or another. So I try to get my classes to first think about make the best choices possible first, and enzyme supplementation is going to enhance those choices. But enzymes don't turn Twinkies into vitamin C. You know what I'm saying?
So the people with food intolerances are not able to eat certain categories of foods.
They're not able to digest certain categories of foods.
What I mean is they can eat them if they so desire, but
you got it.
But they pay a price.
Correct.
There's a consequence. Let me be more precise, since you're being technical with me.
Yeah.
What I mean is that certain people are not able to digest certain foods well. Hence, they probably avoid them as much as they can.
Exactly right. And that's why it's important to understand the not eating aspect, because people will choose food-restricted diets to mitigate a food intolerance.
Which gets them into nutritional status issues.
Correct.
We'll come back. We'll talk some more. You see how this all works. Food allergies different from food intolerances. Can you have both? Let's see.
At Country Life Vitamins, we've been helping people live happy, healthy lives since 1971, and we believe integrity should always be our #1 ingredient. We are committed to this belief because you deserve high-quality nutrition, specifically crafted with the highest standards to support your health. Country Life's manufacturing facility is an NSF GMP-registered facility, as well as USDA-certified organic, so you can feel good about the products you're taking. Country Life Vitamins is also the first supplement company in the United States to have a complete line of products certified gluten-free. That's over 500 products. Country Life Vitamins' pledge of integrity is based on 5 standards: authenticity, cleanliness, freshness, consistency, and accuracy. Ask for Country Life's top-selling products, such as Coenzyme B Advanced for increased energy or Flex Able for joint health. Country Life Vitamins' commitment to ensure all of our products are pure, wholesome, gluten-free supplements full of natural goodness provides peace of mind with the knowledge you are using a brand you can trust.
As a family-owned company since 1968, Now Foods has spent the last 46 years building a legacy in the natural health industry as a trusted leader. Now provides a comprehensive approach to wellness by offering more than 1,400 high-quality health foods, supplements, sports nutrition, and personal care products at an affordable price. Now believes that natural is better. They don't use artificial colors, flavors, or sweeteners, and they offer many vegetarian, organic, and gluten-free products. Their foods are all non-GMO. Since their beginning, Now has grown to become an award-winning leader in the natural health industry. But one thing has never changed: their commitment to providing the highest quality products at the best value to empower people to lead healthier lives. High quality doesn't have to mean high price. From essential oils to amino acids, multivitamins to natural sweeteners, Now has you covered. To find a store near you that carries Now products, or for more information, visit nowfoods.com. That's nowfoods.com. Still looking for your fountain of youth? It's Zinnia. Look no further than the beauty aisle of your favorite health and nutrition store. Zinnia is the newest product from Form Essentials, the brand that brought you solace. So you know it's filled with the highest quality ingredients. Many cosmetic products only treat topically, while Zinnia addresses aging and hair loss from within. Formulated to support the growth of radiant hair, skin, and nails, Zinnia is sure to help you turn back the hands of time and assist you in aging gracefully. Zinnia provides a spectrum of key vitamins and other evidence-based natural ingredients such as alpha-lipoic acid, biotin, and collagen and elastin peptides, all combined in one capsule for your convenience. By promoting beauty from the inside out, you're strengthening your cells and creating a lasting enhancement to your natural beauty. Zinnia fits into your daily routine and can be taken to boost your current cosmetic products. Available now at leading health and nutrition stores. Ask for Zinnia by name. Start taking Zinnia hair, skin, and nails today and get ready to look amazing.
The latest trend to hit the store shelves has the whole country buzzing. Cannabidiol, or CBD, might just be the greatest discovery of our generation, and it comes from a plant that is not so new: agricultural hemp. Yes, after 70 years of prohibition and misunderstanding, hemp is back to help you stay healthy and balanced. Growing research is showing that we have a lot to learn from the remarkable hemp plant. Nutrient-rich products like Plus CBD Oil's Total Plant Complex concentrated products provide broad-spectrum nutrition, including fatty acids, plant sterols, cannabinoids, terpenes, and naturally occurring vitamin E. From seed to shelf, all Plus CBD Oil products provide the highest quality hemp-derived CBD products available and are offered in a variety of delivery systems and flavors to suit your needs. Ask your local independent health food store about Plus CBD Oil products by CV Sciences today and learn more about the CBD evolution at pluscbdoil.com. That's pluscbdoil.com.
When you're passionate about your health, that passion leads to the knowledge that exercise and a healthy diet are not always enough. Sometimes you need the extra nutritional boost that only supplements can provide. If you are looking for the leading national brands of vitamins, supplements, health and beauty, weight loss, or sports nutrition products, look no further than Vitamin Discount Center. Voted Best Independent Chain by Vitamin Retailer Magazine, Vitamin Discount Center has been a trusted and valuable nutrition resource to the Tampa Bay area for over 15 years. With daily savings up to 50%, Vitamin Discount Center offers the best prices on the highest quality nutritional supplements. Not only will you find unbeatable value, your visit includes access to a staff educated on the application of products to help equip you with the products and information you need to proactively improve your health. To locate the store nearest you, visit vitamindiscountcenter.com, as well as access to articles on popular health topics, promotions, events, and thousands of products to shop from right at home. Your search for an affordable solution to better health is finally over. Vitamin Discount Center. For life, for less.
Let's Talk Nutrition is brought to you by Alga Life, Algae for Life, CV Sciences, From Seed to Shelf, New Chapter, The Benefit of Nature's Wisdom, Yerba Prima, Pioneers in Internal Cleansing, Form Essentials, makers of the sleep aid Solace, now introducing Zinnia for healthy hair, skin, and nails. Let's Talk Nutrition on the web at letstalknutrition.com. We're back from the break, so let's rejoin Dr. Michael Garko.
Food allergies, food intolerances. Some of the symptoms of food intolerances and food allergies could be similar, but there are important differences between these two conditions, as my guest Dave Barton is pointing out. you may eat a certain food to which you have an intolerance that may not make you feel so good. But they pointed out a couple of times already, if you have a real food allergy, it not only will not, it could be worse than making you not feel miserable or not good. It could be life-threatening. And probably more than a few people listening understand what I'm saying. A food intolerance, the arena for that is your digestive system, generally speaking. When you're unable, as Dave has pointed out again a couple of times, your body's unable to break down the food properly. There's not enough enzymatic action, so to speak. That's one of the causes, enzyme deficiencies. Sensitivities to food additives or reactions to naturally occurring chemicals in food can also be an intolerance, right?
Typically, we associate those with what's called a phenol sensitivity or phenol intolerances, which are chemical carriers.
Phenols are alcohols, right?
No, I think so. They're associated with all plant life.
Okay.
But phenols are in the paint, in the drywall and carpet.
No. Okay. Now, sometimes a person can eat a food to which they have an intolerance. They can eat a small amount of it and maybe get away with it, but you don't want to tempt it. Allergic reactions, the arena there is the immune system, generally speaking.
Right.
That involves the immune system. Food intolerances, digestive system, food allergies, immune system, generally speaking. Your immune system is the sentinel of your body, David, and it defends you against these allergens. So if a person has an allergy to cow's milk, when the person consumes the cow's milk, it sees the milk molecule as an allergen, an invader. It doesn't belong there and begins an attack.
Yeah, and this is where we're kind of the two begin to mesh together a little bit, because that would be an example where in cow's milk you actually could use enough digestive enzymes that digest casein, typically, which is the protein that creates these reactions. And if you break the protein down to its di and tripeptide molecules, its simplest amino acids, there is no more reaction. You now have normal assimilation and normal elimination because the offending protein doesn't exist anymore.
Okay, good enough. The symptoms of allergic reactions, they will manifest themselves on the skin.
Yes.
Right? People will have hives, itchiness, swelling of the skin.
Yeah, swelling throat.
They can also have gastrointestinal symptoms, can't they? With allergies, vomiting, diarrhea.
They could. That could be really the beginning and the more mild symptom effects typically. But when you're saying the hives, the skin, swelling of the throat, some of these can be really, put them in jeopardy.
Allergies can also have respiratory system, respiratory symptoms, and may accompany gastrointestinal and immune. Generally, right? They can all come together.
And that's where it does come together, because a good portion of your immune system, if not the majority of your immune system, is in your digestive tract.
Right.
So, though we're saying enzymes don't treat food allergies, they can take stress off the digestive tract because you're making digestion as efficient as possible to mitigate any responses.
Let's go to Tampa, Florida. Tom, welcome to Let's Talk Nutrition. You had a question.
Yes, I'm wondering if this dry mouth, I've recently been introduced to it, and it's miserable. Wakes me up in the middle of the night, and mouth is completely dry. Is that possibly due to what you've been talking about, some kind of allergy or something like that? You're familiar with dry mouth?
Yes, I am familiar. Have you, in your work, have you come across any correlation?
Not with enzymes directly. I know there are a couple supplements out there that help with it, but I don't know what the cause is.
Okay, it's mango season, and I've been eating a lot of mangoes, but for the last few months.
Certain medications.
I'm trying to find out, because this wakes you up in the middle of the night, and you can't hardly breathe, you can't swallow.
I know. Certain medications will cause dry mouth. So I don't know you're on any particular medications. Dehydration, of course, can cause dry mouth. Nerve damage can cause dry mouth. Nerve damage to the head and neck area from an injury or surgery can cause dry mouth. Lifestyle factors like smoking or chewing tobacco can cause dry mouth.
Probably not in lack of enzymes.
Lack of enzymes?
Not from a supplement standpoint.
I've never heard of that, and I've never seen that in the literature. I'm not saying it's not there. That's an interesting question, though. How long have you had this?
About 4 months.
Anything you can correlate it with? Anything happen that some event, something happened, gets sick, and then
No, I'm bewildered, and I'm trying to track it down, and it comes and goes, and some nights are okay, and some nights aren't, and I'm trying to figure out, okay, what did I eat, et cetera, et cetera.
Have you gone to a physician?
No.
If it continues, it's a real condition. I'll see if I can pronounce it. Xerostomia. Xerostomia is the technical name for dry mouth. I think I'm pronouncing it right. Xerostomia, if I remember correctly. It's really a decrease in saliva to reduce it down to its most fundamental level, produced by the glands in your mouth. So the salivary glands. Often it's a side effect of medication. Are you taking any medications? Tom?
No.
You're not taking any medications, okay? No. So at this point, what you might want to do is see your general practitioner, your internist, and then have him refer you to someone who specializes. I wouldn't let that linger any much longer if it's been going on for 4 months. But as far as I know, I have not heard of any connection between enzyme deficiency or enzyme activity and dry mouth.
I'll take another path.
All right, that's right. Take another path. But I would see a physician if this continues. 4 months is a long time. Thanks for your call. Sorry we couldn't help you with that. Yes, when you have something lingering that long, don't let it go on much further. Just try to address it. Something's going on. You're not getting enough saliva. Your salivary glands aren't working in your mouth. So get it taken care of. You are listening to Let's Talk Nutrition. Dave Barton's my guest. We'll continue our conversation about food intolerances, food allergies, and enzymes. Good topic.
Statements made during this broadcast regarding products or the claims made about specific products have not been evaluated by the U.S. Food and Drug Administration. Products and treatments discussed are not intended to diagnose, treat, cure, or prevent disease. Make your physician aware of all nutritional supplements used and immediately notify your physician if you have any health concern or undiagnosed sign or symptom. Let's Talk Nutrition is a health talk show that features scientists, authors, nutrition specialists, personal trainers, holistic healers, and experts in traditional, natural, and integrative medicine. Listen for a chance to win daily prizes and follow Let's Talk Nutrition on Facebook and Instagram at Let's Talk Nutrition or on Twitter at LTN Radio. It's time for some inspiration. Tune in to get fit and healthy. It's time to talk about nutrition. Nutrition for your body, your mind, your spirit. It's time to talk about proper exercise, stress relief, eating well, and supplementation to help. Get ready to take charge of your health because your health is your wealth and the wealth of those who care about and love you. It's time for Let's Talk Nutrition with Dr. Michael Garko. Welcome to the show.
Welcome to Let's Talk Nutrition. Thanks for tuning in and start of a new week on Let's Talk Nutrition. Glad you could make it. And we'll be here for another hour. Of course, this show is syndicated across the United States, including Hawaii. It does play at different times in different markets, so you have to check your local listings. But the show does air live Monday through Friday, 9 to 11 a.m. Eastern Time. And it's on the internet at letstalknutrition.com, the audio and video. You can listen to the show there or watch it if you drift away from your radio. And support your local radio station that airs this show, please. Talking with Dave Barton today, talking about food intolerances, food allergies. A lot of people suffer from these conditions, and they can make your relationship with food a rather uncomfortable one. And enzymes can help with food intolerances, and we're going to get into some enzymes, specific enzymes, and enzyme supplements from Enzymedica that may help you with these food intolerances. And we, in talking with Dave, to sort of review what we've covered to this point, a food allergy basically is an immune response. A food intolerance is basically a digestive response, generally speaking. Allergies, this happens when your body recognizes or mistakes an ingredient in food as an allergen. It's typically a protein, and your immune system mounts a defense against this by creating antibodies to fight it. And then you have all the symptoms that go along with that. This invading food protein, typically proteins, shellfish, nuts, fish, eggs, peanuts, milk are the common foods that will trigger food allergies. There are others, but those are common. Food intolerance, as I said, is a digestive response primarily, rather than an immune response. And this is when the food will, as Dave pointed out a couple of times, sort of irritates or offends your digestive system, and you're unable to properly digest or otherwise break down the food. And so you could have, like he pointed out, he used the example of milk. You have an intolerance to lactose. Lactose is a sugar. And your body, because you don't have an enzyme, lactase, to deal with it.
Correct.
Right?
Or a limited amount of lactase.
Right, not enough, which is the enzyme. Remember, I keep saying how enzymes, they're so important. So food allergies, the symptoms, range of different symptoms. Rash, hives, diarrhea, cramping stomach pain, can have that. Itchy skin, shortness of breath, chest pain, swelling of the airways and the lungs, hard time breathing. David mentioned anaphylaxis, which is serious. It's a fatal allergic reaction. It can be a fatal, potentially fatal. You can die from it. And you get to this dramatic drop in blood pressure, loss of consciousness, and boy, you're in trouble. Symptoms of food intolerance, similar, different. Nausea, stomach pain, gas, cramps, bloating. David mentioned that. Vomiting, heartburn, diarrhea, headaches, irritability, or nervousness. Those are some common symptoms. Dave, welcome back. So it's sort of a summary of what we've covered.
Spot on.
Right, what we've covered so far. I do listen, after all. There's no communication without listening, or at least some people understand that, and probably some don't. Nevertheless, you get my point. So with food intolerances, what in your workshops that you conduct around the country, what do you say to people about these enzymes from Enzymedica and food intolerances? Which ones, how much, and so on?
Well, there could be a variety of different products. So we formulate different products to meet specific goals. So, for instance, if dairy was the issue, like lactose, then we make a product called Lacto, which has the highest amount of lactase, the enzyme, plus a blend of other enzymes to meet the needs in other aspects of dairy, the proteins, the lipids, and the sugar. So it's more of a complete formula. Gluten could be a good example too. Not that Enzymedica is encouraging people to eat these foods which are potentially detrimental to an individual, but if you make that choice and it goes in your mouth, then you want to have the right tools to be able to break that food down, to mitigate responses and be able to really enjoy that meal without negative digestive distress. So gluten-ease would be an application for that.
Do you have one that's sort of like a general all-purpose?
Digest Spectrum. If we're dealing with food combinations or food intolerance combination issues, or you're not sure, I think you had mentioned this earlier, people can go years sometimes without really knowing that they have a food intolerance. They just feel bad whenever they eat. Digest Spectrum was designed to target the most difficult applications of food, whether it's dairy issues, gluten issues, phenol issues. Digest Spectrum tries to cover all of these issues in one particular product. It's not stronger than Digest Gold, but it's more targeted to these difficult food components.
How many, do you think that there's a large percentage of people walking around with a food intolerance and really don't understand that they have a food intolerance?
Well, from my standpoint, yes. And just as an example, when we first designed Digest Spectrum, a lot of our warehouse and production people were beginning to use it because Enzymedica employees are guinea pigs for all new products. So they began to use this Digest Spectrum, and a lot of them were saying, I feel like I'm more focused, more energetic, even though I was using Digest Gold before. Now we're using Digest Spectrum. And as I'm doing the same research that you're doing and meditating on some of these differences between food allergies and food intolerances, it seemed to me that many of us may actually be walking around with food intolerances that we've just sort of accepted as this is just normal life. And then once you start to digest food better and you feel different, all of a sudden, there really was something going on. Mm-hmm. Food really can behave as a drug with individuals in aspects of their digestive tract, changing mood, emotions, behavior, decision-making processes, going far beyond digestive distress. And so digesting foods well, making that digestive tract as efficient as possible can benefit us in so many different applications.
It's hard to get some accurate numbers on food intolerance. A percentage of people in the United States who believe they have a food allergy is up to about 15%. Then this one site says that about 3 to 4% of people actually have.
Doc, that is one of the problems, is that the term allergy is many times being applied sort of as an umbrella term, just like when it was becoming to be identified that people were intolerant but not celiac to, or intolerant to gluten but not celiac. This term of celiac was being applied to anything that was gluten, and that wasn't necessarily accurate. So now there are these subgroups beginning to occur in identifying intolerances versus allergies, or severe responses versus mitigated responses.
This one government website has it as about as many as 15 million people have food allergies. Boys appear to develop food allergies more than girls. It's interesting. I wonder what.
It could be associated with the autism issue too.
Food allergies may be a trigger for associated with other allergic conditions such as atopic dermatitis and so on. Childhood allergies to milk, egg, wheat, and soy, they say generally resolve in childhood. Is that true?
One of the docs that worked with us for a few years mentioned that those allergies, what will happen is this child will have these things and they think, oh, you're just going to grow out of it. The symptoms change. You're not growing out of it. The symptoms become migraine headaches, joint pain, so on and so forth.
Just manifests in a different way.
Yeah.
Can get very complicated. We come back, we'll talk a little bit more about these enzymes, how you can take them, which ones to take, and why. You are listening to Let's Talk Nutrition.
At Country Life Vitamins, we've been helping people live happy, healthy lives since 1971, and we believe integrity should always be our #1 ingredient. We are committed to this belief because you deserve high-quality nutrition, specifically crafted with the highest standards to support your health. Country Life's manufacturing facility is an NSF GMP-registered facility, as well as USDA-certified organic, so you can feel good about the products you're taking. Country Life Vitamins is also the first supplement company in the United States to have a complete line of products certified gluten-free. That's over 500 products. Country Life Vitamins' pledge of integrity is based on 5 standards: authenticity, cleanliness, freshness, consistency, and accuracy. Ask for Country Life's top-selling products, such as Coenzyme B Advanced for increased energy or Flex Able for joint health. Country Life Vitamins' commitment to ensure all of our products are pure, wholesome, gluten-free supplements full of natural goodness provides peace of mind with the knowledge you are using a brand you can trust.
Feel tired, lethargic, or irritable? Take solace. You're one of millions of Americans that has trouble falling asleep or staying asleep. In fact, according to a national survey, 54% of adults have trouble sleeping. So what can you do about it? Take Solace. Solace is an all-natural dietary supplement formulated to support healthy sleep and relaxation. Solace can help you fall asleep and stay asleep naturally. Formulated with all-natural ingredients, Solace is non-addictive and won't leave you feeling groggy in the morning. Take Solace an hour before bed and feel the calming effects of this extensively researched sleep and relaxation aid. For more information on Solace, call toll-free 877-533-7066 or visit TakeSolace.com. That's 877-533-7066 or take SOLUS.com. Look for Solace in your local health and nutrition store. Solace, for a good night's rest naturally.
The ever-increasing stress and toxicity we are exposed to from our environment, diets, and lifestyles make internal cleansing a necessary part of a good health regimen. Founded in 1980, Yerba Prima was the first company to launch a whole-body internal cleansing kit. Since that time, they have continued to develop and manufacture a complete range of all-natural, high-quality fiber and internal cleansing products. By using all-natural psyllium fiber and no harmful stimulant laxatives, all Yerba Prima fiber and internal cleansing products can be used over a long period of time to ensure optimal health and regularity. With nearly 30 years dedicated to all-natural cleansing products, it's easy to see why Yerba Prima is a leader in the fiber and cleansing products category. Learn more at yerbaprima.com, YERBAPRIMA.com, or visit your local health retailer. Yerba Prima, pioneer in internal cleansing products.
When you're passionate about your health, that passion leads to the knowledge that exercise and a healthy diet are not always enough. Sometimes you need the extra nutritional boost that only supplements can provide. If you are looking for the leading national brands of vitamins, supplements, health and beauty, weight loss, or sports nutrition products, look no further than Vitamin Discount Center. Voted best independent chain by Vitamin Retailer Magazine, Vitamin Discount Center has been a trusted and valuable nutrition resource to the Tampa Bay area for over 15 years. With daily savings up to 50%, Vitamin Discount Center offers the best prices on the highest quality nutritional supplements. Not only will you find unbeatable value, your visit includes access to a staff educated on the application of products to help equip you with the products and information you need to proactively improve your health. To locate the store nearest you, visit vitamindiscountcenter.com, as well as access to articles on popular health topics, promotions, events, and thousands of products to shop from right at home. Your search for an affordable solution to better health is finally over. Vitamin Discount Center. For life, for less.
Let's Talk Nutrition is brought to you by Now Foods. Our products work. American Biotech Labs, your daily immune system support. Renew Life, the digestive care company. Country Life, a leader and authority in natural health and nutrition. Enzymedica, the enzyme experts. North American Urban Spice, the only oregano oil you can take on a daily basis. Let's Talk Nutrition on the web at letstalknutrition.com. We're back from the break, so let's rejoin Dr. Michael Garko.
Welcome back to Let's Talk Nutrition, talking about food intolerances. Now, recently, with Dave Barton, certain digestive disorders and diseases have become quite popular in the mainstream. What I mean by that is that there's a lot of discussion about them, more people seem to suffer from these diseases and so on. And it's no accident. I mean, when you look back 20, 30 years ago, I mean, celiac, let's take one good example, celiac disease. 20, 30 years ago, there's certainly more discussion and conversation about celiac disease today than there was 30 years ago. Would you not agree to that?
Absolutely.
Question is why? Is it because we're more aware that celiac disease exists, or is it because certain things have changed in people's diet and lifestyle that has prompted celiac disease? There's a genetic component involved with celiac disease. So one wonders what's going on here. Is it awareness? What do you think?
Well, this propensity towards gluten intolerance has really sort of opened this light on celiac disease because in the past, the term celiac has been applied to any type of gluten sensitivity. And that's not necessarily always true because of the genetic issue.
Okay. True or false? True or false? Celiac disease is a food sensitivity to dietary gluten contained in cereals.
With genetics involved, true.
True or false? In people who are genetically predisposed, gluten-containing food will trigger an immune response that leads to the destruction of the intestinal lining.
True.
Abdominal pain.
Absolutely.
Changes in bowel habits.
Guaranteed.
Divorce.
Maybe.
Could. When people get sick like that,
yeah,
it gets very difficult. There'll be some people listening to and watching this show right now, I can tell you, not just celiac disease, but when people get sick, puts such a stress on the relationship. True or false? People with celiac disease cannot eat food containing wheat, have a difficult time eating food containing wheat, rye, or barley, which is a main source of protein intake in the Western diet.
That would be true.
True, right? What happened? We dropped off. Okay, there we go. People, true or false? When people with celiac disease eat food containing gluten, the digestive enzymes cannot digest it, and the leftover peptides from digestion induce inflammation.
That's correct. True.
This inflammation is further amplified by an enzyme called tissue transglutaminase. Did you know about that one?
I'll take your word for that one, yeah.
Okay.
It's an enzyme.
It's an enzyme for sure. So you essentially agree with these statements. You just have to be careful that you can't be making health or disease claims.
Correct.
With your product.
Because an enzyme supplement does not change the fact that a person's celiac. The enzyme supplement is changing the food into something you're not intolerant to any longer. Once you break your food down to its amino acids, its monosaccharides, its fatty acids, there is no more sensitivity. You have normal assimilation of the nutrients and normal elimination of the waste without a response.
Mm-hmm.
It's the undigested material that creates these responses.
And there are some people that don't have celiac, and I don't understand this, but maybe you can help illuminate me about this. There are people that are on a gluten-free diet that don't have celiac disease.
Yeah, actually, that's who's spending the majority of money on gluten-free foods.
Why?
Many people that choose a gluten-free lifestyle, sometimes they lose weight, they feel better, they're more energetic, because the gluten peptide in itself, sometimes if I'm trying to get my class to understand this gluten, it's a proline-rich molecule, meaning there's a lot of this proline amino acid, and that's a difficult bond for human beings to break. And it creates sort of like a lot of 90-degree angles, you might think, almost like you ate glass. So it's very sharp peptide, and it's inflammatory in nature. And when we don't digest it, when we don't break it down to its amino acids, it's inflaming the gut, which creates swelling, irritation in the gut lining. It affects our ability to make other enzymes, which may in turn affect other aspects of food intolerances. So it can create a number of responses when you're not celiac. So people choose not to eat it.
There was a study coming out of Kansas State University, and the two nutrition experts from Kansas State said going gluten-free may be a good choice for some people, but that just because a product's label says it's gluten-free doesn't mean that it's healthy.
Yeah, that's what we're really running into now too. Is of course this is not an Enzymedica question in itself, but just because something is labeled gluten-free doesn't mean it's a healthier choice for your diet, because something is substituting the gluten in itself.
Well, you all know who Miley Cyrus is, right?
Do we?
Yes. You don't know who Miley? I'm sure
I know
who Miley Cyrus is. She credited her weight loss. She lost a bunch of weight to a gluten-free diet.
Okay.
And then, of course, everybody lined up then to go on a gluten-free diet because Miley Cyrus lost a lot of weight.
I cry foul.
What did he say?
I cry foul.
Cry foul.
Yep.
Okay. I don't know. I don't know what to say about should you go on a gluten-free diet if you don't have celiac disease? I don't know. I mean, that can lead to nutritional deficiencies because you're going to start to eliminate certain foods.
You really want to make a well-informed decision in your diet plan.
Okay, we'll come back. We'll talk some more. We try to deal with those kind of issues. I mean, sometimes, what is the answer? Always look for a straight answer, but usually there's a bend in the road somewhere.
Looking for the perfect complement to your beauty regimen? Try Form Essentials Zinnia. The finest of its kind, Zinnia offers twice as much biotin as other formulas, which has proven to unlock the vibrancy in even the dullest of hair, skin, and nails. Zinnia breaks through and rejuvenates cells internally, helping you achieve the allure of effortless beauty. Reviving your hair, skin, and nails has never been easier. This essential blend of biotin, alpha-lipoic, and hyaluronic acid, collagen, and vitamin C creates lasting enhancements to your natural good looks. Don't go on wondering, you're worth the results. This combination of ingredients can only be found in Zinnia. Pamper yourself with a proven bit of affordable luxury and start looking your best. Ask for Zinnia by name at your nearest vitamin retailer to begin your journey to restored nails, head-turning hair, and radiant skin today. For more information, visit formessentials.com.
When your alarm goes off, do you jump out of bed with excitement? Or does it take multiple alarms, a few snooze buttons, or a morning caffeine fix to get you going? These habits and daily stress cause a vicious cycle in which sleep becomes increasingly elusive. In fact, 54% of Americans report struggles to fall or stay asleep. For a better night's rest, look no further than Solace, an all-natural dietary supplement that supports healthy sleep and relaxation, so you get the rest you need to wake up clear-eyed, alert, and ready for the day. Solace has given thousands a better night's rest and the power to take back their mornings while enjoying the day ahead of them. Solace is formulated with non-addictive, scientifically proven, all-natural ingredients that support sleep and relaxation, such as melatonin, tryptophan, and 5-HTP. For more information or to order Solace, visit takesolace.com. Solace for healthy sleep naturally.
Let's Talk Nutrition is brought to you by BSN, Finish First, Nordic Naturals, pure and great tasting omega oils, Jarrow Formulas, superior nutrition and formulation, Natural Factors, where great health begins, Kyolic, aging makes the finest garlic truly odorless, A. Vogel, Europe's leading brand of herbal medicine. Let's Talk Nutrition on the web at letstalknutrition.com. We're back from the break, so let's rejoin Dr. Michael Garko.
Okay, so I'm going to stand up. Welcome back to Let's Talk Nutrition. A little accident. I spilled protein drink all over the place. That's nice. Very good. So we'll stand up. If you can go down and get some towels, that would be great. Talking with Dave Barton today, and we're talking about, enzymes in an interesting way within the context of food intolerances and food allergies. And there's so much confusion and so many consequences associated with this. People making dietary decisions because they, like, for example, this business of going gluten-free. Sometimes it's warranted. If you don't suffer from celiac disease, should you go on a gluten-free diet? I don't know. I don't see why you should. Now you say, well, I want to lose weight. It's going to make me feel better. That all may be true. But do you put your health at risk? Do you put your nutritional status at risk? That's very possible. So your take on it at Enzymedica is what?
When Enzymedica has designed different digestive formulas in the past, they're trying to offer the consumer, or the client, or patient flexibility in their diet choices. So Enzymedica doesn't say, you should eat this or you shouldn't eat this, but if you choose to eat it, one way or the other, whether you think it's good for you or you think it's bad for you, you want the right tools to do the right job.
Right.
And that's where enzyme supplementation comes into. The enzyme supplementation doesn't make you not celiac. It doesn't make you not gluten intolerant. The enzymes break down the foods and allow you to assimilate the nutrients and eliminate the waste without symptoms.
So what has been your experience with people that have celiac? Have they reported to you that have celiac disease? Have they done testimonials? Have they come back and said to you, I have celiac disease, I've tried product X, Y, or Z from Enzymedica, and I do better?
Generally speaking, yes. When a person is has a disease and has chosen to use enzymes, typically they have a positive response. But just keep in mind, the enzyme isn't treating the disease because it's not changing the genetics. So you really want that enzyme to make as much physical contact with the food as possible. In fact, Josh and I were talking about this a little bit off air. When it comes to a disease state, you really think of enzymes more like a safety net than a medicine. So you go to the party, you go to the restaurant, you use the enzyme preemptively to help you to digest the food and to mitigate the potential of a response, because the enzyme's making you more efficient at digesting those foods, even if the foods are not necessarily good for you per se or bad for you.
Yeah, with my daughter, she's 7 years old, and we go to a lot of birthday parties, as anyone does with kids and stuff. And I mean, that's like a glimmer of hope, and it's a little frustrating when you go to these parties and you get there and they have all this food and she wants to eat all of that. A lot of the times we resort to buying gluten-free cupcakes or something like that and bringing them or making them ourselves. And then, so this at least if, we get there and we're unable to stop or something, we have something.
When was she diagnosed with celiac disease?
About a year and a half ago.
So how old is she?
7.
All right. So she's 7 years old. She's going to have this for the rest of her life.
Yeah, for sure.
And so she's on a gluten-free diet.
Yes, strict gluten-free diet.
And it helps.
Oh, yeah, for sure. Before, she would eat whatever, any normal kid would eat, and we'd always have problems. She ended up bound up in her stomach with, something the size of a softball.
Sure.
And things would pass, but that one softball wouldn't. And it got so bad that she ended up in the hospital with dehydration. We couldn't figure out why.
Why?
And then finally, a doctor on a whim said, she's got a sore throat. We should take a cultivation. I think she may be a gluten intolerance or something. And it was just a lucky guess.
Yeah. So you see how you find out. And that's why we do shows like this, because to raise the consciousness of people and awareness. I mean, you just never know.
And that is growing. 10 or 15 years ago, in this similar situation, it wouldn't have been diagnosed that easily.
Yeah.
But more and more parents now are seeing the issues of gluten intolerance. They're more aware of food choices for themselves and their children. And so she, incidentally, she's growing up in an easier time to have these restrictions.
For sure. And what's really incredible is the doctor said that she would have never known had she not ran into that before. Yeah. And then the mother of the previous child had actually said, hey, can you check for gluten? No, it's probably not that. And, well, I'll go ahead and check anyway. And that's how they found out that kid.
Right.
Because the mother was, read something and said, this sounds like my kid.
Yeah.
So it was very lucky.
So that, trust your judgment, trust your instinct. If you think a family member, or especially one of your children, has a gluten intolerance, go to the doctor. Go to somebody who specializes in food allergies and get it taken care of. And because it can put a child's health or an adult's health at risk. But if you don't suffer from celiac, what happens with these diets? They're designed to treat a disorder or a disease, and then they become trendy, and then everybody wants to think, well, if I'm gluten-free, that must be healthier diet. Not necessarily. People have been eating rye, barley, and wheat for thousands of years.
Right. For
heaven's sake.
Yeah.
So
you're depriving yourself of essential proteins, right?
Well, you could be depriving yourself not only of proteins, but you could be eliminating certain food groups.
B vitamins.
Right, and you start to suffer from nutritional deficiencies.
Right.
And then that creates other problems. We say, well, I want to lose weight. Miley Cyrus lost a pile of weight going on a gluten-free diet, so therefore I'm going to do that. Well, first of all, diets don't work in the long run. Weight loss diets don't work. We know that. So I'm just saying, I've done more than a few shows on that topic. Repeat the enzyme products from Enzymedica.
When it comes to food intolerances, your combination product is called Digest Spectrum. So if there's a concern about multiple food intolerance categories, or you're just not quite sure what you might be sensitive to, Spectrum's a great choice. But if you want to be more specific, like with gluten specifically, then Glutenese is available, or Lacto for lacto issues. We even make a product called Phenol Jest, which would be pretty rare, but it's a sensitivity to the colors in food, whether they're blues, purples, reds, interestingly enough.
Yeah. Do you find that if people start to eat certain foods, that it tends to correct? We've been talking about shying away from certain foods.
Yeah.
Maybe eating other, certain foods help with digestion, help with the digestive tract.
That can come back to, well, why was there an enzyme limitation? If it's genetic, it never self-corrects. But if it was based on choices or lifestyle issues, then the body might actually heal and begin to produce its own enzymes again.
Come back, we'll have the LTN health question of that. It's a complicated topic, this business of food intolerances, food allergies, what to do, what not to do, what's the role of enzymes. Food intolerances can play a role, as you heard David say from Enzymedica. We'll come back, we'll have the LTN health question.
Everyone's raving about the newest botanical superstar hitting the store shelves nationwide. Hemp-derived cannabidiol, or CBD, has been receiving a lot of attention for its tremendous promise on human health. Plus, CBD Oil by CV Sciences is the trusted brand setting the standards in this newly emerging category of plant-based extracts, offering a variety of hemp-derived CBD oil products that you can count on. In order to make the highest quality CBD oil products available, it is important to manage every step of the supply chain process, from seed to shelf. That's why, from harvesting our EU-certified hemp seeds, to laboratory testing for quality and safety, to producing our exceptional line of products, we are committed to going the extra mile. It is our commitment to you. Join the CBD evolution. Ask your local natural health retailer about Plus CBD oil products by CV Sciences today. Follow us on Facebook and learn more at pluscbdoil.com.
Did you know that when it comes to supporting whole body health, there's an herbal supplement that may be as important as your daily multivitamin? Discover Zyflamend Whole Body from New Chapter. Formulated to support a whole body healthy inflammation response, an ongoing natural process and part of the body doing its job. We often think of the inflammation response as something we can feel, such as where there are sensitive nerve endings. But did you know that we can also have an inflammation response we can't feel? And whether we are aware of it or not, our inflammation response can affect the whole body. Zyflamend is a patented blend of 10 remarkable herbs, including pure and potent turmeric, that help balance and support your body's natural, healthy inflammation response for overall health and wellness. And it's clinically tested. Discover the premier herbal supplement for whole body health from New Chapter, Zyflamend Whole Body. These statements have not been evaluated by the Food and Drug Administration. This product is not intended to diagnose, treat, cure, or prevent any disease. Available at your local fine health food store.
Still looking for your fountain of youth? It's Zinnia. Look no further than the beauty aisle of your favorite health and nutrition store. Zinnia is the newest product from Form Essentials, the brand that brought you solace. So you know it's filled with the highest quality ingredients. Many cosmetic products only treat topically, while Zinnia addresses aging and hair loss from within. Formulated to support the growth of radiant hair, skin, and nails, Zinnia is sure to help you turn back the hands of time and assist you in aging gracefully. Zinnia provides a spectrum of key vitamins and other evidence-based natural ingredients such as alpha-lipoic acid, biotin, and collagen and elastin peptides, all combined in one capsule for your convenience. By promoting beauty from the inside out, you're strengthening your cells and creating a lasting enhancement to your natural beauty. Zinnia fits into your daily routine and can be taken to boost your current cosmetic products. Available now at leading health and nutrition stores. Ask for Zinnia by name. Start taking Zinnia hair, skin, and nails today and get ready to look amazing.
Are you waking up each day to the life you have to live or to the life you want to live? Better health shouldn't be left to chance. Smart choices to living longer and stronger include making Kyolic aged garlic extract a part of your daily routine. For years, medical researchers have recommended adding Kyolic to the diet as a powerful tool to enhancing overall heart and immune health. Recent clinical studies at UCLA Medical Center using Kyolic suggest that garlic may slow plaque formation in the arteries and support healthy cholesterol and homocysteine levels. Previous research also shows Kyolic may enhance your immune system defenses. Kyolic is organic, odorless, and the only antioxidant garlic supplement available worldwide. Maintaining a healthier you could extend your life. Your wellness begins with Kyolic aged garlic extract. Available everywhere fine nutritional supplements are sold. Visit Kyolic.com. That's KYOLIC.com. Or call 1-800-421-2998 for a free sample today.
Exclusively from Natural Factors.
I'm Dr. Michael Murray. I'm very excited to have the opportunity to talk with you about PGX, a truly revolutionary natural product that works perfectly to help get at the core issues that make weight loss so difficult. PGX is a clinically proven way to help people to achieve their ideal body weight that is safe and natural. PGX leads to a dramatic reduction in the glycemic index of any food or meal. It also ultimately causes the release of compounds that achieve two important goals in weight loss. One, telling your brain that you're satisfied so you eat less, and two, improving the action of the hormone insulin. If you've ever tried to lose weight and failed, it's not your fault. You just need the tremendous support that PGX can provide. For more information on making your weight loss dream a near effortless reality, please go to pgx.com.
Let's Talk Nutrition is brought to you by Alga Life, Algae for Life, CV Sciences, From Seed to Shelf, New Chapter, The Benefit of Nature's Wisdom, Yerba Prima, Pioneers in Internal Cleansing, Form Essentials, makers of the sleep aid Solace. Now introducing Zinnia for healthy hair, skin, and nails. Let's Talk Nutrition on the web at letstalknutrition.com. We're back from the break, so let's rejoin Dr. Michael Garko.
Here's the LTN health question of the day. In talking with Dave Barton today from Enzymedica, he made an important point that some of these food-related conditions are genetic and some are not. Here's the question. Which of the following is a genetic issue, or it's genetically related. All right. This may be, I don't know if this is going to be confusing or not, but we'll see. A, celiac disease. B, food intolerance. Or C, allergy. Or could there be a combination? Which would be what?
I would say all of them. Yeah.
You would, huh?
I might.
So here's the question. Is celiac disease a genetic based disease or not? Yes or no? That's the question. Is celiac genetic in its nature? Or does it happen just because people live a certain way and eat a certain way? Make it that simple. Is celiac a genetic-based disease or not? 877-897-8255, 877-897-TALK. If you get the right answer, you'll win a $25 supplement gift card. Digestive enzymes. Sometimes people have, I find it, unless they have symptoms, I have a hard time trying to convince them that digestive enzymes would be helpful to take. They say, well, I digest just fine. Right. Why would I need digestive enzymes? I guess my question to you, David, is this. Is the only time you should take digestive enzymes if you have gas, bloating, or some other kind of digestive distress condition? Or can, do you can somebody who doesn't have digestive issues take digestive enzymes, or are they just wasting their time and money?
Absolutely not. If you eat food, you can use a digestive enzyme and gain benefit from it. And it really, part of this comes back to the law of conservation of energy. Every living thing wants to conserve its energy, wants to conserve its resources, because typically it wants to live longer. And it's the same way with human beings. If you can conserve resources and conserve energy, typically you're affecting your health and wellness in a positive way. And that's what enzymes do. You're simply just putting enzymes back in the food, which nature intended. And whether you have symptomology or not, you want the most efficient digestive process as possible. Why? Because you want to get out the most out of your foods. You want to get the most nutrients. You want to make it as easy as possible to eliminate waste. And then you get the benefit, the bonus of why have symptom responses. Using enzyme supplementation can really mitigate or lessen the chance of having those responses.
Mm-hmm. So you don't necessarily need to have some sort of digestive condition to warrant taking a digestive enzyme product.
Exactly right. Just like, I sort of think of cars, right? And that awesome car you drive.
Oh, you like that car?
Yeah. You need that. It'll run on regular fuel, but it just doesn't run as well.
I will never.
Right?
Are you kidding me? No way.
You want the best fuel possible.
Absolutely.
Right? And it's the same way with the human body. We make certain choices every day. Try to make good choices. Whatever those choices are, enzyme supplements enhance your body's ability to affect those choices.
877-897-8255. True or false? Well, I don't want to make it true or false. You tell me. Is celiac disease a genetic-based disease or not? 877-897-8255. Is it genetic or is it not genetically in its derivation or origin? Celiac disease. Guess. You have a 50-50 chance of being right. Genetic or not genetic? That's all you have to say. Genetic or not genetic? Excuse me. 877-897-8255. $25 supplement gift card. It's all free with the right answer. You introduced me to a product. This is totally off topic. And it's a It's from Enzymedica, and you talked about it on my show a couple months ago or so, and then I started taking it. It's the stem cell.
Yeah.
Talk a little bit about that. I know it's not related to what we want to talk about today. I think it should be featured.
Stem Excel is a nutraceutical formula from Enzymedica that was actually designed and formulated by the University of South Florida, right out of Tampa here. They created a formula known as they carry as NT020, NT20, which is proven to make stem cells and even protect cells like bone cells or potentially brain cells in their different studies. And basically what they did is they looked at how food or nutrients affects the ability to make or enhance stem cell formation. And they found that certain foods like green tea, vitamin D, blueberries, and even certain amino acids like carnosine enhance biology's ability to make stem cells. And what they further found is that not just individually are these four foods very good at it, but when you combine them together, there's a synergy created which seemingly more than triples that ability to make stem cells.
And all cells originate from stem cells.
Correct.
Good idea. Enzymedica makes that product, and it's ingeniously called
Stem XL.
Let's go to St. Petersburg. Tom, is celiac disease genetic or not genetic?
I believe it's genetic.
Yeah, I believe you're right. You want a $25 supplement gift card. It's all good.
That's good.
Yeah, it is good. Congratulations. Thanks for calling. Thanks for listening. Appreciate it.
Okay.
Thank you,
Have a
Tom.
great day.
Thank you very much. Thanks for driving in today.
Oh, I love it. Thanks for having me in.
I think we covered a topic that merits some consideration, and hopefully we clarified some issues, difference between food allergies, food intolerances, how enzymes can help, and which ones to take from Enzymedica. Visit their website at
Enzymedica.com.
And do that and take Enzymedica products. Why? Because your health is your wealth, and your health is the wealth of those that care about and love you.